Hey guys, Phil from Trail Talk MTV here, and this week we're looking at a brand new Australian carbon wheel company, and that's Black Crow Carbon. So I was actually sent a set of the cross-country rims, so let's head over to the workshop to have a closer look at them. So we're here at the workshop to talk a bit about the specs of the wheels, weigh them, and then also set them up tubeless. So if you look at the wheels, if you look down the middle there, you can see they have a UST design, so no spoke holes, no rim tape or anything like that. You can see it just plain flush. So it's really easy to set them up tubeless, and you don't ever worry about your rim tape screwing up or anything like that. If you do need to change a nipple or anything like that, you put it through the valve hole and then you drag it around with a magnet and then you put it in that way. Other features of the wheels, they're a 25 internal width, which is pretty good for those kind of 2.2 to 2.3 cross-country tires. They're also an asymmetric design, so it means you get even spoke tension, all that kind of stuff like that, so it gives a pretty stiff wheel. Okay, so a bit about the weight of the wheels. So the rims themselves weigh 315 grams. The wheels with DT Swiss 350 hubs, at the front they weigh 680 grams, and then in the rear with the same hub it's 810 grams. So really light wheels, that's crazy light. So together that's a weight of 1.49 kilos, so really light for an XC wheel. So a bit about the carbon used in the wheels. So it uses a combination of T700 and T1000 Terray carbon. So your T700 is what you'll find a lot of other carbon wheels out there. Gives decent strength to weight ratio, but it doesn't break the bank. The use of T1000 carbon is pretty rare actually, and it offers really good strength to weight ratio. So using the combination of the T700 with the T1000, you definitely get a fair bit stiffer wheel than you would just be using the T700. So better stiffness to weight ratio is what you're getting there, which is really what you need on an XC wheel. So it gives really good acceleration and really good strength, and then mixed with 28 spokes definitely gives a really stiff, strong wheel set. Okay, so the wheels already came set up tubeless, so I've taken the tires off and let's see how they go setting them up. Okay, so both the tires on, so let's see how they set up. Okay, so for the first one, there we go, first try. And the second wheel. And the second wheel, just as easy. Okay, so the tubeless setup was super easy, so now it's time to see how they perform on the trails. Okay, so the question that you're mainly here for, how do they ride? So I was on the XCO rims for roughly around about a fortnight before they are officially launched at the end of this month, and I put those on my hardtail. So these are some more first impressions rather than a full-on review. So my wheels here, they come on DT Swiss 350 hubs with the 54 tooth upgrade. However, you can also get them laced to DT Swiss 240 hubs. What Black Crow are also offering, if you have your own favorite hub, so like an Industry 9 or something like that, you can send it away to them and they can lace your favorite hub to the rims as well. So there's plenty of potential to put whatever hub you really want on these wheels. So what I can say about the wheels is they're really, really fast. So you definitely notice when you put down the power, they really pick up speed really quickly. That comes down to the weight, but also the stiffness. They accelerate really, really quickly and they roll really well too. I noticed on a lot of climbs I was riding in a harder gear than I usually do, say 1 or 2 gears. So I definitely noticed that I was a lot faster on their wheels, and it was definitely very easy to pedal up some steep hills on these things. I also took them on a few commuter rides, and I definitely noticed versus my old road bike, I was actually almost quicker on this thing, and there was a lot of segments that I was actually making PBs on, so they're a really, really fast, versatile wheel set. So due to my short period of riding on the wheels, I can't say too much about the durability of the wheels. However, I did send them down some really rocky trails, and I wasn't being easy on them by any means, so I definitely think that they are up to more light trail use than probably just cross country, and you can push them pretty hard, so I was pretty surprised by that. Sometimes with carbon wheels they can be a little bit too stiff. These definitely in kind of the middle ground, so they're definitely a bit of vertical compliance, so they're comfortable in that sense. Turning in, you definitely notice they turn in really quickly. They don't have the flex that Alloy's wheels have. So this is really good for direct steering and racing and that kind of stuff like that. But don't expect too much forgiveness when you're turning into the corner. It's kind of a point and shoot wheel. Another thing that I did notice, there isn't much flex at all. So even if you are going really fast down stuff, you're not going to notice much flex really at all. And especially given the weight, that is pretty crazy how stiff they are. So if you're an XC or a marathon racer, I definitely think these wheels would be great for you. They're really light, really fast, pick up, accelerate really well, and really easy climbing. So you definitely notice they aren't going to hold you back in any of those regards at all. And they're definitely pretty durable from my short period on them as well. They would also be good for people that do more light trail use. So if you're doing more flowy trails, not too much hard tech stuff, and you just want a really fast set of wheels and you're definitely doing more flowy stuff, I definitely think they would be really good for light trail use as well. In regards to the Enduro rims, I haven't been able to test them out yet. However, I do have a friend that's been on them in the past month. He's been on a pre-production model. So Jervis was racing over in Auckland with them. He also went to Queenstown as well, so riding the bike park there, and then he also rode them in Medina. So he's absolutely been beating the hell out of them for the last month or so. So he also previously had a set of Nexties too, and he said they do have a pretty similar feel. So if you want to know what the Nexties kind of feel like, I'll leave a link to my review that I did on them in the description. So this is actually a really good thing because I actually really like the Nexties. They track really well, they pedal amazingly, but you don't notice really any vertical harshness on that kind of vertical plane. Similar to the XCO rims, they turn in really precise, and I found that running maybe around 1 to 2 psi less in the front combine the best worlds of the turn-in that the carbon has, but a bit more forgiveness that alloy has in that turn-in, a bit more grip. Where you're going to notice the biggest difference is the added strength that the Black Crows have. So they have a beefed up layout, they've also got a higher strength to weight carbon, and they've got a uniform design because of that UST design. There's no holes drilled, so that uniform design gives an overall stronger carbon structure. And the Nexties were already a really strong wheel as it was. As I said, I ran over my set with the car, so they're really strong wheels. Quick specs on the Enduro wheels. So they've got a 30mm internal width, so it's going to suit those 2.3 to 2.5 Enduro kind of style width tires. As I said, they've got that UST design, same as the XAero rims. They're 32 hole rims, so nice and stiff. You can also get the 240 as well as the 350 hubs, or as I said, you can send in your own ones. And in a 29er with DT Swiss 350 hubs, they're going to weigh around 1930 grams, so 1930 grams, and they're going to weigh around about 100 grams less in the DT Swiss 240 equivalent. So the big question that you're probably asking, what is the actual warranty? So you get a 3-year free replacement warranty. So any riding related damage in those 3 years, you'll get a replacement rim sent to you the next day. They're keeping Australian stock of all these wheels, so you don't have to wait or anything like that. The next day after you lodge the claim and it also goes through, you'll get sent the rim. So I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of showcase video with a bit more review in there. I'm always happy to test out Australian products, and it's really good to see that there's more stuff coming out there. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop us a like and also subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.